Did you know that eating just one simple food before 8 in the morning could slow the aging of your leg muscles by nearly a decade? And no, I'm not talking about expensive supplements or prescription medications. I'm referring to a basic familiar meal that nearly everyone has encountered before, yet most people overlook it every morning without realizing its incredible power. Before we dive deeper into this life-changing information, I'd love to know where you're watching from today. Take a moment to leave a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you might have. And please don't forget to subscribe to Older Insight and turn on that notification bell so you never miss the vital health advice we share on this channel. Together we can build a healthier, stronger tomorrow. One informed choice at a time. I'm Dr. BarbaraONeill, and today I want to share something with you that could completely transform the way you think about breakfast and your leg strength. New research is showing us something remarkable. Adding this single food to your breakfast routine may help adults over 60 preserve their leg strength, improve their stability, prevent those painful nighttime leg cramps, and even cut their risk of muscle loss by as much as 72%. Let that sink in for a moment. 72%, that's not a small number. That's the difference between walking confidently through your golden years and struggling with every step you take. The heartbreaking truth is that millions of seniors are quietly ending up in wheelchairs, relying on walkers, or losing their mobility permanently because of a condition that could have been prevented or reversed. Most of these individuals have no idea that such a simple solution exists. Even worse, many are unintentionally making their situation worse by eating the wrong foods first thing in the morning, or worse still, skipping breakfast altogether. So let me ask you something important. Could you be weakening your legs each morning simply because you're skipping this crucial food? Stay with me until the very end of this discussion, because I'm not only going to show you exactly what to eat right after waking up, but I'll also share 5 simple breakfast options that can help you stay strong, balanced, and independent well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. And that last item I'll reveal might really surprise you. Feeling your legs grow weaker day by day isn't something you simply have to accept as your fate. Being 60 years old doesn't mean you automatically have to lose your ability to walk confidently, maintain your balance, or live independently in your own home. The encouraging news is that you can actually reverse this process. And here's the best part of all. No medications are required. No pricey equipment needs to be purchased. No intense workout programs are necessary. Everything begins with something small yet remarkably powerful, and that's your first meal of the day. It may sound simple, perhaps even too familiar to be true, but eating the right breakfast can either protect your leg muscles or quietly wear them down over time. That's precisely what nutrition experts and researchers are most concerned about today when they study aging populations. Most adults over 60 are getting breakfast completely wrong, and they don't even realize it. They skip it entirely, thinking they're saving time or calories. They replace it with just a cup of coffee, believing that's enough to start their day. Or they eat nutrient-poor foods like white bread or sugary cereals that provide nothing their muscles need. Even worse, many tell themselves they'll eat something later and just sip on water throughout the morning. But what happens next is truly alarming. When you do this, your body enters what's called a catabolic state. In this state, your body begins breaking down its own muscle tissue to use as energy because it has nothing else to draw from. And do you know which muscles are targeted first during this process? Your leg muscles. These are the very muscles that allow you to walk, stand, maintain your balance, and prevent dangerous falls that could change your life forever. A groundbreaking study from Tufts University revealed something that should give us all hope. Seniors could recover up to 35% of their leg strength in only 8 weeks, simply by having a nutritious breakfast with the right ingredients. Think about that for a moment. 8 weeks. Less than 2 months to get back more than a third of the strength you may have lost over years. The best part is that these foods aren't exotic or expensive. They're affordable and easy to find at any grocery store. You've probably walked past them countless times in the aisles. You just haven't thought to combine them or eat them at the right time of day. What exactly happens to your legs after 60? Let me explain this clearly, because understanding the process is the first step to stopping it. After age 60, your body naturally begins losing muscle mass, especially in your legs. This condition is known as sarcopenia, and it's a major underlying cause of mobility problems that affect millions of older adults. We're talking about difficulty walking long distances, struggling to stand up from a seated position, losing your balance unexpectedly, and eventually needing canes, walkers, or even full-time care from others. What makes this particularly concerning is that muscle loss doesn't announce itself with pain. There's no fever warning you something is wrong. No obvious symptoms that send you rushing to the doctor. It simply sneaks up on you silently, day after day, week after week. One morning your legs feel just a bit heavier than usual. Another day you stumble slightly when stepping off a curb. You tell yourself it's nothing serious, that you're just getting older and this is normal. You start using your arms to push yourself up from chairs because your legs don't seem to have the same power they once did. But here's something crucial you need to understand. That's not entirely the truth about what's happening. Aging itself doesn't make you weak. Losing muscle is what makes you weak, and muscle loss is not an inevitable part of aging that you simply must accept. The National Institute on Aging has issued warnings that adults over 60 can lose up to 1/3 of their leg muscle mass in just 10 years if nothing is done to stop this process. And it's not just about strength or how your legs look. When your leg muscles begin to shrink, your balance worsens dramatically. Your walking speed drops. The risk of falling skyrockets to dangerous levels. Blood circulation throughout your lower body declines. Your mobility range shrinks. Belly fat tends to increase. Bone density decreases, making fractures more likely. Even your sleep quality and memory can suffer as a result of this muscle loss. The emotional toll of feeling trapped inside a body that no longer cooperates with your mind and your desires can be absolutely devastating for so many older adults. Why does what you eat in the morning matter most for your leg muscles? Because after 7 to 9 hours of sleep through the night, your body is in a prolonged fasting state. Without eating anything to break this fast properly, your body starts using your muscle tissue as fuel instead of protecting it. This is an especially dangerous process for seniors whose muscle regeneration and repair mechanisms are already considerably slower than they were in younger years. If you don't stop this catabolic phase with the right breakfast choices, your leg muscles are literally weakening before your day has even truly begun. Since your legs contain the largest muscle groups in your entire body, losing them disrupts your metabolism, reduces circulation throughout your system, and triggers a devastating chain of issues. Night cramps that wake you from sleep, tingling sensations in your feet, numbness in your toes, unsteady steps when you walk, coordination problems that make simple tasks feel complicated. This is precisely why so many older adults who aren't actually sick with any disease still become progressively weaker and more dependent over time. The good news that I want you to hold on to is this. Your body can still recover if you take action early enough. By eating the right foods at the right time each morning, you can rebuild muscle tissue, improve your balance, reduce those painful cramps, and regain your independence one confident step at a time. Let me tell you about David, a 69-year-old retired construction engineer who spent decades climbing scaffolds and hiking hills across the country without ever feeling fatigued. David was the kind of man who prided himself on his physical capabilities and his independence. But lately, something had changed dramatically. Getting out of bed in the morning felt like an enormous struggle. His knees were constantly stiff and achy. His feet felt unusually heavy, sometimes even numb. Those first steps each morning were painfully slow and unstable, almost like trying to move a rusty machine that hadn't been oiled in years. One seemingly ordinary morning, David tripped on his own porch step while going out to get the newspaper. The fall itself wasn't particularly serious, and he didn't break any bones, but it scared him deeply. In that moment, lying on his porch, he realized he was losing something far more valuable than physical strength. He was losing his confidence. David's wife had noticed the changes too, though she'd been hesitant to say anything. His pace when walking had slowed considerably. His steps had become shaky and uncertain. He needed both hands to push himself up from the couch, something he'd never needed before. He'd stopped enjoying his morning strolls around the neighborhood. Then came the nightly leg cramps that would jolt him awake, leaving him in pain and unable to fall back asleep. Here's what's important to understand about David's situation. He had no serious illness, no diabetes, no arthritis diagnosis. What David was experiencing is what many doctors quietly recognize as the after 60 phase, when muscle loss accelerates silently but powerfully, especially in the legs that bear your entire weight and stabilize every single step you take. After that frightening fall, David began searching desperately for answers. He spoke with a nutritionist who specialized in senior health. He read medical articles online. He watched health education videos, trying to understand what was happening to his body. That's when he discovered something he had never considered before. The strength and function of your leg muscles depends greatly on what you choose to eat in the morning. David began changing his daily routine immediately. No more skipping breakfast, no more drinking just black coffee on an empty stomach. Instead, he started eating foods that were rich in the specific nutrients his muscles were literally craving to restore proper circulation, rebuild damaged tissue, and regain the balance he'd lost. Within just 3 weeks, David noticed a real difference. Getting up from bed felt noticeably easier. His steps throughout the day felt lighter. Those painful cramps that had been waking him every night simply disappeared. Soon he found himself walking around the park again. By the end of 2 months, David was completing 2 full kilometers each morning without needing to stop and rest. These days, he often tells his wife that he feels like he's got his legs back. With just one simple adjustment to his morning routine, David regained his strength, his energy, and his independence. Now let me reveal the 5 specific breakfast foods that helped David and thousands of other seniors build stronger, steadier legs. The first is whole eggs. There's truly nothing easier or more effective for rebuilding leg muscles than a properly cooked egg. Eggs contain nearly all the essential amino acids your body requires for muscle repair and growth. But the real concentrated power is found in the yolk. The yolk is loaded with vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine. That last compound, leucine, is absolutely key because it directly triggers muscle protein synthesis in your body. This process is vital for preventing leg muscle loss after 60. Research conducted at the University of Illinois found that those who ate 2 whole eggs daily for 8 weeks saw notable improvements in their leg strength and their ability to perform daily activities independently. Eggs also powerfully support your neuromuscular system, enhancing your coordination, your balance, and your walking pattern, which collectively reduces your risk of falling. The vitamin B12 found abundantly in egg yolks protects the coating around your nerves, so your steps become smoother and steadier. Eggs also provide highly absorbable iron that boosts blood flow and oxygen delivery directly to your leg muscles. For the best possible results, you should eat the entire egg, including that nutrient-rich yolk, within 1 hour of waking up in the morning. Boiled eggs are ideal because they retain all their nutrients. For variety, you can try scrambled eggs mixed with fresh spinach or chopped tomatoes. Stay consistent with this habit for 30 days, and you'll very likely notice fewer nighttime cramps, noticeably stronger legs, and greater ease when standing up. The second powerful breakfast option is simple oatmeal topped with chia seeds. This combination can provide your legs with the steady, sustained energy they need throughout the entire morning. Oatmeal contains beta-glucan, which is a special type of soluble fiber that reduces inflammation throughout your body, enhances nutrient absorption directly into your muscles, and helps stabilize your blood sugar levels. Chia seeds contribute omega-3 fatty acids along with calcium, potassium, and magnesium. All of these minerals are absolutely crucial for maintaining proper muscle contractions and preventing those painful leg cramps. Magnesium helps relax tight muscles and reduce stiffness. Potassium ensures that oxygen and vital nutrients can reach even the smallest muscles deep in your legs. Preparing this breakfast couldn't be simpler. Cook 3 tablespoons of rolled oats with water or your preferred nut milk until soft. Stir in 1 full tablespoon of chia seeds, and if you'd like, add some sliced banana or fresh blueberries for natural sweetness. Consuming this warm breakfast within an hour of waking allows seniors to experience better balance when standing or climbing stairs, fewer leg cramps, and increased endurance throughout the day. The third food is bananas, often called nature's electrolyte powerhouse. Their exceptionally high potassium content makes them absolutely ideal for preventing leg cramps and maintaining overall leg strength in seniors. A medium-sized banana provides approximately 400 milligrams of potassium, which represents about 10% of your daily needs. Potassium is vital for maintaining the proper electrical balance in your muscle cell membranes. Without adequate potassium, your muscles may misfire or go into sudden spasms, leading to those nighttime cramps. Research conducted at Harvard University found that seniors who regularly consumed bananas were 33% less likely to experience painful leg cramps compared to those who weren't getting enough potassium-rich foods. Bananas also provide vitamin B6, which supports clear nerve communication between your brain and your leg muscles. However, individuals dealing with type 2 diabetes or kidney disease should approach bananas with some caution. In such cases, eating a smaller portion or choosing a slightly underripe banana is preferable. The best time to eat a banana is after your main breakfast rather than on a completely empty stomach. Pairing it with oatmeal or Greek yogurt improves nutrient absorption significantly. The fourth breakfast choice is Greek yogurt, which is highly effective at combating the slow muscle breakdown that happens overnight. Greek yogurt has nearly twice the protein content of regular yogurt. For adults over 60, the slow digesting casein protein found in Greek yogurt provides a steady stream of amino acids to support leg muscle maintenance. A standard 170-gram serving contains roughly 17 grams of high-quality protein and that crucial leucine amino acid. Greek yogurt also delivers calcium and vitamin D, which support bone health and neuromuscular coordination. A study from Maastricht University found that older adults consuming 20 grams of protein each morning showed notable improvements in leg strength within just 6 weeks. Avoid yogurts with added sugar because they can promote inflammation. Greek yogurt is best consumed within an hour of waking, and adding unsweetened berries or chia seeds can enhance both the flavor and nutritional value. The fifth breakfast food is fatty fish, particularly salmon, which you should include at least twice a week. These fish are exceptionally rich in omega-3 fatty acids that improve insulin sensitivity, reduce muscle inflammation, and enhance protein uptake. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 65 who consumed 2 servings of fatty fish per week retained 27% more leg muscle mass compared to those eating only red meat. They also experienced a 36% lower risk of falls due to leg weakness. Salmon is also an excellent source of highly digestible protein and vitamins B12 and D. A simple preparation is searing fresh salmon in olive oil for 3 to 4 minutes per side, then serving it with roasted sweet potatoes or steamed vegetables for a nutrient-dense breakfast. Now I want to share with you a surprisingly simple breakfast option that offers truly significant benefits for leg strength, and that's steamed sweet potatoes lightly sprinkled with natural mineral salt, specifically Celtic sea salt. Unlike trendy superfoods that come and go, this common kitchen staple has profound effects on your leg muscles that most people never realize. Sweet potatoes are incredibly rich in complex carbohydrates, which work to replenish your muscle glycogen stores after fasting overnight for 7 to 9 hours. The natural starch in sweet potatoes doesn't spike your blood sugar the way refined sugars or white bread does. Instead, it provides steady, sustained energy that prevents morning leg fatigue, cramping, and that weakness you might feel when you first stand up. Sweet potatoes also supply your body with potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C. These are all nutrients that directly support healthy circulation, proper nerve signaling, and optimal leg function throughout your day. Magnesium, which many seniors are deficient in without even realizing it, is often called the muscle relaxation mineral because it eases those painful cramps, reduces stiffness in your joints, and supports better balance as you move throughout the day. Now here's where Celtic sea salt becomes important. This salt is completely different from the regular table salt most people have in their kitchens. Celtic sea salt is unprocessed, contains more than 80 trace minerals that your body needs, and helps maintain smooth muscle contractions while replenishing the electrolytes you lose overnight. Unlike refined table salt that's been stripped of its natural minerals, Celtic sea salt does not drastically increase blood pressure when used in reasonable amounts. A fascinating study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found something remarkable. Adults who consumed high-fiber breakfasts such as sweet potatoes combined with mineral-rich salt for 90 days demonstrated 41% better balance scores and experienced nearly 50% fewer falls compared to those eating typical processed breakfast foods. Think about what that means for your safety and independence. Preparing this breakfast couldn't be easier. Simply sprinkle a small amount of Celtic sea salt on half of a warm, steamed sweet potato and eat it about 10 minutes before your main breakfast with a glass of warm water. Doing this consistently can dramatically reduce that numbness you might feel in your feet, eliminate those nighttime cramps, and decrease the shakiness you experience while standing or walking. It serves as a subtle yet powerful support system for seniors who want to maintain independent, confident movement well into their later years. But eating nutrient-rich breakfast foods is only part of the solution. Your daily routines and habits also play a key role in preserving leg strength and balance as you age. Let me share 5 simple morning habits that seniors can adopt with significant impact on their mobility and independence. The first habit is drinking a full glass of warm water with just a pinch of natural salt immediately upon waking, even before you get out of bed if possible. This simple practice restores your electrolytes after the overnight fast, improves circulation throughout your entire body, calms your nervous system, and helps prevent those sudden cramps that can strike without warning. The second habit involves performing just 3 minutes of gentle leg lift and balance exercises right after you wake up. Simply lift 1 foot 2 to 4 inches off the ground. Hold that position for 10 seconds while maintaining your balance. Then switch to the other foot and repeat. Do this several times on each side. This strengthens the muscles in your calves, thighs, and hips while simultaneously improving your balance and coordination. The third habit is absolutely critical, and yet so many people ignore it. Avoid rushing out of bed in the morning. Instead, take 3 deep, calming breaths while still lying down. Sit up slowly and deliberately. Rotate your wrists and ankles gently in circles to reactivate circulation gradually. This reduces your risk of dizziness and dangerous falls that often happen when seniors move too quickly after being still for hours. The fourth habit is spending just 5 minutes in morning sunlight, ideally within the first hour after waking. Natural sunlight exposure boosts your body's vitamin D production, which is essential for strengthening your bones and aiding calcium absorption, particularly important for the bones in your legs, ankles, and feet. If the weather doesn't permit going outside, standing near a sunny window can still provide some benefit. The fifth and final habit is simple but crucial. Do not delay your breakfast. Prolonged fasting triggers that muscle breakdown process I explained earlier. If eating a full meal isn't possible right away, have at least a small portion of something nutritious like a steamed sweet potato, a boiled egg, or a bit of oatmeal. This shifts your body from breaking down muscle tissue to actually repairing and building it instead. By combining these 5 daily habits with the breakfast foods I've described throughout this discussion, which include whole eggs, oatmeal with chia seeds, bananas, Greek yogurt, fatty fish, and sweet potatoes with mineral salt, seniors can significantly improve their leg strength, enhance their circulation, maintain better balance, and actively prevent age-related muscle loss that threatens their independence. Even these small actions you take each morning contribute powerfully to your long-term mobility, stability, and confidence as you age. Taking control of your body daily, making these simple choices consistently, allows you to maintain that confidence and truly enjoy life fully without constantly worrying about falling or losing your ability to care for yourself. Your legs don't have to succumb to age if you provide them with the right nutrition and establish these simple, effective routines. I encourage you to share your own breakfast choices and morning habits in the comments below because your experience may help others discover strategies to support their own leg health and regain strength they thought was lost forever. Staying informed, eating these nutrient-rich foods consistently, and implementing these morning habits ensures that walking with confidence, maintaining your balance, and living actively remain completely achievable long after 60. If you found this information from older insight valuable and potentially life-changing, please remember to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss our health guidance and turn on the notification bell. Your support helps us continue bringing you the most important health information for thriving in your golden years. In our next video, I'll be revealing the 3 hidden signs that your body is losing muscle faster than normal and exactly what to do about it before it's too late.